I want to thank you for tuning in. I would like to go over a quick synopsis of what we're going to cover in this evening's live. We'll see how big of a back and forth we have this evening. Every day is a little bit different, so I'll base this live's length on how much back and forth we have. Baki, welcome in, and thank you for tuning in during this live. We've got XRP right now, as we can see, down 1.18%. So we'll go over the XRP technical analysis. On the chart, from the longer term perspective, where we do have a failed cup and handle as of right now, and then also in the short term setup, which is kind of like a bear flag setup, we'll look at it from two different perspectives there. Blue 5, we are indeed not rich yet. We are not rich yet. Nope, it's a very big work in progress, friend. It's a very big work in progress. And we'll also take a look at Bitcoin, how it's pretty flat on the day, only down about 35 points at 69,320 on the day. We've got the XRP market cap that fell about 327.486 million, or down 1.18%. So definitely something we're going to continue to look at. Mario Louise Willamese, welcome in, and thank you for tuning in during this live. Wales, Josie Wales, good evening, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. I greatly appreciate that. And hopefully you're having a blessed evening. Moza here, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6 months, plus with the XP Predictor. Blue 5 says years of waiting, years of accumulating. Yeah, I've been in this most recent accumulation. I started to reaccumulate early to mid 2023. I had sold out back in mid 2022 at $1.60, or mid 21 at $1.66, and I had to wait quite some time to buy back, but fortunately it worked out in the way that I was anticipating from a technical perspective, and I was able to buy it a couple years later and reaccumulate. But yeah, XRP being under 50 cents right now, you're getting 2 for $1. I think it's a tremendous opportunity here. Jorge, welcome in. I hope you're having a blessed Saturday, my friend. And yeah, it continues to stay under 50 cents, so that is absolutely a fact. It's under 50 cents right now. I just continue to buy more through the XRP Bitcoin pairing. I'm up over 22,000 total XRP when you look at the pairing plus just buying it as XRP in its own. But please make sure to hit that like button if you are watching. It will help expand this audience. It's very hard to get things out for the crypto sphere right now, as a lot of people have lost their ability to look at it for what it is in the moment. And a lot of people, and it's rightfully so, when you see things consolidate for so long or continue on what looks like a downtrend, it's very hard to stay committed to something year over year over year. But it is part of that dedication and consistency that will allow you to gain the upper hand. It's the same thing with Bitcoin as well. Same thing with Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin's now consolidating after a broken pennant flag, and it's back testing it as we speak. But a lot of people have lost their nerve already when they've seen Bitcoin rotate back down. It's been a nice consolidation, but nothing has folded yet. As far as a complete reversal, XRP still very much undervalued in relation to Bitcoin. It's down at the XRP Bitcoin pairings at the 711 sat level, so we'll take a look at that tonight. It's down 1.25%. But we'll get into the intro, and I'll do a timestamp. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this live. I would greatly appreciate it, because then YouTube will help recommend this content. So when someone's looking at their feed on YouTube, they'll be able to find my content. We'll be able to grow this beautiful audience, because I do think we offer a beautiful service here, a free service nonetheless. And I still think XRP's looking to come down to see if we have proper support down here at 48.5 cents. And that would be an area of very, I don't want to call it an area of opportunity, but it's an area of concern right now, because we do need to hold that 48.5 cents if it double bottoms down there. So we'll watch that. So please make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good evening. 6:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, June 8th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Like I said, the less people are interested in XRP, the less that we get the buzz in cryptocurrency, the more positive and more bullish I get. The lack of coverage right now, especially with the opportunity we have in relation to XRP. It's staggering how many people have stopped covering XRP with the opportunity we have right now. And we're going to continue to see less and less people in this space until we get some kind of a catalyst here, until we see some kind of positive price action. And everybody will notice, once the price starts to appreciate, you're going to see a lot more people that show up, not just in my community, but as a whole in cryptocurrency. It's just right now we are in a very trying time. And back in 21, we talked about this moment. When we got here to the point we wanted to, for the lengthy consolidation and accumulation, most people are going to ignore it. And they'll start to show back up when the price appreciates. Well, the problem is once the price starts appreciating, you don't want to get caught up with everybody who's buying the rally. You want to buy it when nobody wants it. You want to buy it when we're consolidating down. These are the moments that I live for. As a trader, as somebody who's made a career out of this now, as far as being a technical trader, I look for opportunities where the relative strength index is oversold like it is. Daily starting to catch up a little bit. Hourly, 2 hourly, 4 hourly. Hourly slip back into more of a neutral area. But it looks like we need to come down. In my opinion, if we could come down and hold that 48.5 cent mark, I think that would be a very important level to hold. Trading with J-Ride, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. I greatly appreciate everybody with that continued dedication. It really is imperative for what I do. For all of you who pay it forward, you really do help me do this program. And it allows me to do what I need to do here. So I greatly appreciate that continued support. I can't even stress it enough. As far as XRP goes, we're in this minor bull flag, bear flag consolidation. It looks like a very typical setup we've seen quite often. We get an overzealous sell-off, we start to consolidate, and then we'll push back to the breakdown area. So does that mean we come to 53.7? It's possible. Does that mean we come back up and retest the cup and handle resistance that used to be a very strong support? That's also a possibility, as we've had a breakdown and now it would seem appropriate to retest up there. But obviously, that is anybody's guess what could happen here. Now, I'm looking for a bounce off of 48.5 cents, and I looked in the smaller time frames. And just depending on where we're at, on this chart, it's a little bit lower. That's at 47.83. So you really do have to watch from chart to chart exactly the level that we're looking at. Actually, it's a little lower than I was thinking. If you look at it in the 30, I like it better around 47.88. And then I like it a lot better at this area, to be honest. This is the area I'd be looking at. So I'm looking for a retest somewhere around there. The small bear flag is pointing exactly to the drop down. So I'm thinking it's a better than not chance that we come back down there and at least distinguish that we have some support in this area. Now, some of you might be watching because you see the title here this evening about the possibility of the XRP Ledger tokenizing gold and silver by Q3 of 2024. And we'll go over that just in a minute. But I wanted to do some quick technical analysis this evening so that we could get on the same page for everybody who's tuning in and for everybody who's trying to get a proper perspective here of what exactly is going on with not just XRP, but crypto as a whole. We had a nice big breakdown here, and there's something we need to pay attention to. Saudi Arabia, for the first time since I believe it's 1972, on June 12th, they're no longer going to be dealing with petro in the US dollar when it comes to oil. So for the first time on June 12th, and they have not renewed this yet. As of right now, it has not been renewed, and I don't think it's going to, as the fact they're part of the BRICS. I think they're going to let this lapse finally for the first time in like 32 or 42 years, maybe even 50 years, something like 50 years. And the US dollar is not going to be the key for petro anymore. We don't know the impact on Sunday. We don't know what's going to happen in the commodities market, but something tells me that overzealous sell-off in precious metals, there's a reason for it. And there could be a lot coming down the pipeline here. We'll talk about how a massive amount of money was liquidated out of Bitcoin from open interest with that drop. So I think it's good. I'm going to go through this technicals real quick. We went through a little bit of XRP, and we'll finish on XRP, Bitcoin, and this kind of stuff. But I want to go over just a quick look before we get into some reading. And it is raining behind me. I'm underneath the umbrella. So hopefully we stay dry here. Yeah, June 9th is 50 years. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. So it's been 50 years. And it's the first time they're not going to re-agree to this agreement. It's pretty staggering right now. And it's pretty, it's something everybody needs to pay attention to. Not just in crypto, but if you're in the U.S. and you deal with the U.S. dollar, this is very important. Doesn't get a lot of talking points because I've noticed on social media, most just say what they think will invoke a reaction. That's not what I do. I'm not doing something just to get a reaction. I'm doing something because I'm trying to build into something in the future. And it gets a little difficult at times, especially when the market looks like this, because a lot of the activity will go away. A lot of the back and forth I have will disappear until we start getting more into a volatile moment in the up direction. But with Bitcoin, what I'd be looking for here in the short term, just like we talked about XRP possibly holding a double bottom area for XRP around 47.8 or 48 cents. For Bitcoin, it's right around 68,780. Unless we break through that and we do an official double bottom down here, because this pull-up wasn't as strong as XRP, I would still like to see it show some strength here at the 68,807 level. But it remains to be seen if we can actually show that kind of steam. Bitcoin is on the outside of the pennant flag still. It broke out of the pennant flag. It's still trying to put in this inverse right arm. And right now we're trying to show that 68,807 can hold. And if it does, then we'll start pushing up to 70,536 and then higher. But if we have to back test, it could come all the way down to 63,250. So that is definitely something to pay attention to here. It's June 9th. Okay, so it's June. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I said June 12th. It's June 9th, MEXC. You're absolutely right. That happens tomorrow. So we could see a unbelievable drop in the DXY as massive amounts is going to flow away from the DXY. I believe XRP is a 100% legitimate coin, Dennis. I appreciate that. JIOV, welcome in. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. Loving it. Loving it. JIOV says he's having lots of fun with Jasmine. Yeah, it had a little bit of a roller coaster, but it was doing pretty good actually for a time. But yeah, I would imagine you're having a lot of fun there. But that's what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. We're definitely looking at the fact that we have this inverse head and shoulders. We've broken out to the top side of a pennant flag. We were unable to hold that 70,536 confirmation to get us up into that 77,965 range. But right now we're just consolidating. We need to see exactly how much of a consolidation we need to do. With the XRP Bitcoin pairing, it's down 1.39% to the 710 sat level. Anybody who watched yesterday, we talked about the retest that would be coming right around the 700 sat level. And to see if we can hold this on a bull flag setup. 4 hourly we're oversold. 3 hourly oversold. 2 hourlies in the oversold. 1 hour's trying to break a little bullish here. 45's trying to push, but nothing is certain yet because I still think that this could come back down. And it's like right at the 700 sat level. So let me just put this here so everybody can see. That's what I'm anticipating to see if we can have a hold here. You go into the weekly time frame, we're oversold. Daily, we're moving into highly oversold. Weekly, we're massively oversold. At some point, this opportunity is going to flip, and it's not going to be such an opportunity. I'm very excited to be able to continue to accumulate here. I've got about $5,300 accumulated into this. And now I've been able to buy at the 6.7, the 6.6, 6.8 sat level. So it's been able to buy a little bit cheaper now than the actual price just because of an overzealous wick pull down. But I still anticipate a very massive reversal here. Just a matter of where. We don't ever know when it's going to happen. All we can do is consolidate into it. And the accumulation phase is beautiful when it's oversold. You want to be buying when everything's oversold and not overbought. And right now, we found an opportunity here where we're massively oversold. We are massively oversold. Let me get rid of some of this stuff so that I don't confuse everybody, because we do have a wider pattern that's set up. But let me get rid of some of this. It gets awfully confusing when I have all these numbers here, and I understand that. But man, is there such an opportunity It's just amazing to me how many people, that's not amazing, I see it every year, but how many people just turn off XRP. They turn off everything that happens that has to do with XRP simply because we're having a momentary setback. And it's not even that it's a setback. We've been in a consolidation since 2018. I think the quicker many realize that, the more comfortable they're going to be with XRP as a whole. Once you understand that dynamic, that we've been consolidating for a very long time with XRP, and we were actually hoping for these moments and praying for these moments back in 21. That's exactly why we sold at $1.66. We didn't get the top at $1.98, but we watched the consolidation down to about the $1.18, came up to $1.76 and got hammered. And on the way back down, I sold, and I said I won't buy back until we get, to the uptrend. And it was sub 40 cents. I ended up buying the first time at 28, selling at 44, and then rebuying back in at 34 for the long term. And it's just, I've continued to add while I've been given the opportunity. And I understand how big of an opportunity it is. I understand as well how many are looking at this and saying, this guy's a freaking idiot. He's such an idiot. I don't understand why he continues to accumulate on a pile of garbage like XRP. But I see it a little bit differently than the masses now. In 21, I seen it completely different than the masses when I sold out, because they were all spending their last dollar saying that this is the biggest opportunity we've ever had, and if you miss it, you miss it. And I had a lot of news for everybody, and now look. Chris says, hey, Tom. Well, I'm going to finish reading that once I see another comment. So that's what I'm looking at for the XRP Bitcoin pen. We got some micromanaging of this as well, but there's a much bigger pattern at play here. We're in between this descending structure. We've created a little expansion zone here to see if we're going to break down to the little bit lower, or if we continue moving up. If we break down a little bit lower, we could find ourselves at the 479 sat level. So it is important to watch this 700 sat level in the expansion down here to 636 area, maybe a little bit higher. Hey, Tom, watch your channel almost every day. Love it. Thank you for all you do. You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome. I like being here every single day despite what happens on the charts, despite, some of the stuff that might be said. I do like being here. I've been doing this since March of 2021, and I've never missed a day, despite, even if it's good or bad or the ugly, I still try to be here, and I have been here every single day. And I've seen the audience come and go. I'm at the biggest size audience I've ever had. It's just we go through these times of consolidation where when the price is not doing so great, the audience consolidates in the crypto landscape. You notice a lot of people don't show up. And I'm not just talking about my station. Some of the ones that have much more subscribers, 70 to 100,000 that I watch, their actual viewer count has dropped from 10 to 12,000 per video. And they're getting about 2 to 3,000, which is hard to watch. It's a little painful to see that kind of drop because they're doing the exact same content. It's just, it's a little difficult when it's like this. It's a little difficult to get the word out. But for the ones who are paying attention, I know the right people are here, and I also know the audience will grow, and it does it in rhythm. It does it in moments, and you're going to get more of a growth when the price is going up. You're going to see a lot of depreciation when the price is going down, and that's understandable. Chris says, audience will grow. Don't worry. It's just like a crypto chart. You'll bust like XR. Yep, that's true. It's so true. I do have big moments of explosions when XRP moves up. I watched a couple people. Nobody that most of you have probably watched. But I like watching a guy. His name is James Crypto Guru. And not because he's always accurate, but because he's a venture capitalist. And he's a seed investor in a lot of things. So I like to watch people that have a lot of money that they're investing in as well. And he's very open and honest about what he invests in. He talks about the charts. He did do a great job calling the bottom in late 22, early 23. And calling the top back in 21. He was pretty close. But he shows himself trading about, his account right now is at about 615,000 that he shows the masses. But he's showing you how volatile things are as well. He speaks from a leverage and spot, but no, his name is James Crypto Guru. I don't watch Digital Asset Investor. Digital Asset Investor was part of the reason I started doing YouTube, because I couldn't trust content from a lot of people. Not saying I don't like his content. I'm saying from a chart perspective, the guy, he always led me down the wrong path about saying how high the price was going to go in such a short amount of time. He gives a lot of good news, but I started doing this from a charting perspective because I couldn't trust a lot of the people I watched. But the Guru, I like watching him just because he's dealing with massive amounts of money and he's out there. He's out there and he's making himself known. JIOV, welcome, and thank you. Well, I know you've already been here, but thanks for re-upping for 34 months in Tom's Army. You're almost to the 3-year badge that I'll be able to create soon. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much for that, JOB. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, make XRP great again. Shout out to old Vincenzo. Yes, old Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing is my brother. He's been very busy out of town working for the last several years. I know he hasn't done a video in a couple weeks, but I thought his channel was very good. He just got, it's like everybody else. They get wrecked through the analytics and they can't grow their station properly. But yeah, I like digital. Like, that's the misconception. A lot of people think I don't like digital asset investor. I've never said that. I don't like, and I know you're not saying that. I'm just saying I like him from a news perspective or giving you information. Got to deal with a lot of partnerships and a lot of that stuff to sit through. But when he gives price predictions, that's what I don't like, because I know he can't read a chart. But the rest of the stuff I like. The Riddler stuff, it does add a bit. It adds a bit of craziness to everything. It for sure does. All of this adds it. All of this. Yeah, well, the historic move for XRP, it's coming. I haven't been talking it for 7 years. I'm just talking about what's going to line up here. And 24 is it's a big bear market rally in 24, and I've been very transparent with that. That doesn't mean that we can't make moves, but it does mean that 24 is a year of pain. It doesn't mean the end of the year has to end like that, but the start, the middle, and until you start to get to Q3 and Q4, we don't have much of a catalyst. We know the Ripple stablecoin by the end of 24 should be all but set. The Ripple president, a lot of the CEOs, and a lot of people on the team have come out and said that that's a reasonable expectation. And now with the news that has come out here recently about the XRP, and I want to know how many people have heard this. How many of you have heard this about the XRP Ledger ready to adopt tokenized gold and silver in Q3 2024? When you talk about the Ripple stablecoin and then this expansion, you want to talk about massive amounts of liquidity coming to the ledger. That's what we want to see. Even if XRP is just a gas token and it appreciates through gas fees, you need to see some kind of movement on the ledger. You need to see some kind of adoption, but you also need to see massive amounts of liquidity and cash coming in. Messi says he's seen this. Rockin' XRP Painter, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. But yeah, I've expanded myself a little bit. I've been expanding myself a little bit watching other people as well. Manny, been hearing that for years. Yeah, oh, I know you have. Trust me, I know you have. I know you have. It's just, the problem is a lot of people talk about this for years, and then when the time of adoption comes, nobody cares. See, that's the thing. Like, it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to talk about when things are actually starting to happen. I've talked about things in front ran it in 21, but I also toned it down until the proper times for certain discussions. JW, I appreciate you being in Tom's Army for well over a year with the I Told You So badge, and he says he's seen this as well. So let's read through this. We have 87 people in here. That's a fantastic amount of people that have shown up now. I can't thank you all enough. I really can't. Yeah, Blue 5, that petrodollar is big news starting tomorrow. Saudi Arabia, for the last 50 years, has used the US dollar to pay for petro. And starting tomorrow, that is done. And they have not re-upped. So we don't know what that's going to mean for the US dollar currency index. We don't know. I think rate kites are going to end up happening in the US sooner rather than later. All you need to do is look at the European Central Bank lowering rates for the first time since 2019 a couple days ago. I think that we're going to get another rate cut here, or the first one in a while. I think they're going to do it. Steven Jackson says, I appreciate all you do, Tom. I greatly appreciate that, Steven. I really do. Prana, I haven't looked at Jasmine in a moment. Maybe if I get a chance here in a little bit, I will. Maybe I will. I'll take a look at that. And John Patak, thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. So XRP Ledger ready to adopt tokenized gold, silver in Q3 2024. Oh yeah, Canada did as well. Canada lowered rates. I forgot about that. I did see that prior. Didn't they lower it prior to the European Central Bank? Now that I think about it, the day or two before. So there is a precedent here starting to be set. So Meld Gold brings gold, silver-backed assets to XRP Ledger in the coming months. So Meld Gold teams up with Ripple, launches gold and silver tokens on XRP Ledger in Q3. More RWA's opportunities for DeFi ecosystem of XRP Ledger. John Patak says, seem like fundamentals and technical analysis are going to line up in the summer. It sure does. It sure does. That's why I've been so on point about telling everybody I've been accumulating so heavily to where I've now doubled my XRP holdings through the XRP Bitcoin pairing. That's not a joke. That's not a joke, and we'll go over that in a little bit. Gold and silver assets will represent 1 gram each of the precious metals and will be fully redeemable for gold bullion and silver bullion, respectively. Community is expecting more gold-backed stablecoins to be released on the XRP Ledger's rails. That would be such a large amount of liquidity coming to the ledger. It would be scary. So I keep saying 24 is the year to buy XRP before we get into 25. Even if you do get a deal in 25, we don't know what's going to happen with the lawsuit the next 6 months with Ripple versus SEC. We don't know what the implication is in the U.S. either with the DXY. As far as with Saudi Arabia coming off the petro. If that remains, and it looks like it's going to, there's only 24 hours left here. If that goes true tomorrow, who knows what's going to happen with the DXY, and who knows what's going to happen with gold and silver prices. Something tells me that it's no coincidence that gold dropped $82 and silver by over 6% on Friday, when now everything's going to start playing through gold and silver. It's almost as if they opened up an opportunity for everybody. It's almost as if they opened up an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Something doesn't smell right, especially when U.S. news media outlets all universally reported on Friday that China stopped buying gold, which couldn't be farther from the truth. Waller2468, welcome in. He says a big hello from Ireland. Welcome in, mate. I appreciate you tuning in all the way from Ireland. That's very, very impressive, and I really appreciate this audience. More so than anybody I think could even understand. I love the positivity over negativity, and I understand there's always a few bad apples, but we've got many more good seeds planted here that will overcome, the rotting of an apple. So I do appreciate everybody. Keep that positivity over negativity in your mindset. Just keep the thought process of, we want to be helpful over hurtful. We never play the victim here because we have all the information from a news perspective and a charting perspective because of the TA we do here. So we can play the winner. We are the winner here. You are a winner. The ones who play the victim, the ones who complain all the time and go away when things need to be paid attention to, those are not the winners. You are. You're paying attention. Tom, you've been said ISO 20022 would open up in 2025. Thanks for your years of dedication. You are welcome, Trading with J-Ride. And thank you for your several years of dedication to my community as well. Being in Tom's Army for almost 3 years now with the XP 589 Moon Badge. And also, that $10 donation, the YouTube Super Chat, first one of the night. I don't even think I've talked about them. But I appreciate you paying it forward. As I do ask the audience, if you do appreciate it, consider joining Tom's Army, as I would love to see an emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. It's been quite a while since I've been able to see one. Which means we're just not hitting home with getting new members into Tom's Army. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the road. This is just the beginning. Or send one YouTube Super Chat per month. Or even consider in the pinned comments below, I've been talked to about a lot of people who don't want to send through YouTube on the Super Chat. So you can always send it through Cash App as well, as I left a link there. JIOV, holy shit, you both impressed me with this evening. I wasn't expecting donations at all. Oh my God. JIOV, thank you so much for the $50 or $49.99 donation. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. I just come on here every day because I respect this audience and I respect what we do here. And I just like to be transparent, and wow. JIOV, thank you so much. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I appreciate that. He says, you're amazing. Heath, actually, something you're talking about is incredible that you even mentioned that. We'll go into this next. About the Ripple XRP hits millionaire address record. That means anybody who owns $1 million or more XRP, we have a record amount of holders, which actually plays into that comment. Which actually plays into Heath's comment, who says 90% of XRP holders have less than 5,000 XRP, and only 260,000 have over 20,000. I'm one of those 260,000, I'm proud to say. I'm very proud to say that, but you are absolutely correct, and we can actually validate what you're saying with some of the information we're going to share here in just a minute. So let me continue reading this. So Meld Gold teams up with Ripple, launches gold and silver tokens on XRP Ledger in Q3. Wow, another donation. John Sampson, thank you for continuing to be in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge, and also sends a $4.99 donation on top of his monthly membership in the Tom's Army. That is incredible. John, we'll take a look at XLM as well for you once we get done with the reading. I greatly appreciate that continued support. So tokenization, and somebody asked if 5,000 XRP is enough. It's all about your personal perspective. If I told you 5,000 XRP, let's just say you bought it right now and it costs you $5,000 roughly. If we could say, after we get in the settlement and after we get the Ripple versus SEC clarity, we have the stablecoin released, and we have what looks like some very good indicators of the tokenization through Meld Gold, who partnered with Ripple to bring gold and silver, the tokenization to XRP Ledger. I think it's fair to say at some point we're going back to all-time highs. And I have no doubt in my mind. My only question is how long does it take to get to $10, which is my overall eventual target? Because I think we're going to have a massive blow at the top at some point. Could $5 be the end game? Sure. But I still expect the prices to touch that $10 and beyond. So is 5,000 enough? It's not that it's not enough. 5,000 tokens at $10 would net you 50 grand on a $5,000 investment. 10,000 would get you 100,000, 20,000. So it's all about perspective. So yeah, it's not that it's not enough, and some will have less, some will have more. I think 5,000 is a great number. My goal was 10,000 when I first started. I don't believe it'll be $10 by the end of 2024, to be honest with you. I don't even think we had all-time highs by the end of 24. What I'm looking at by the end of 24 is to try to push that $1.18 and to confirm the breakout of this 80-month consolidation in this descending structure. When we went to all-time highs in January of 2018 at 330 to 360, depending on exchange. Then it took us, it was a matter of like 27 months to get down to March of 2020 to get to the swing low at just over 10 cents. Now we've been consolidating. We've hit several times, 3 total times on the downtrending resistance, 5 total times on the uptrending support. So it's very much been in consolidation mode. Let me finish reading this as well. Mario Luis Willemese says it's not enough. No, I mean, that's perspective. Matthew says don't waste your money on it. Matthew, I mean, to say waste your money on it, it's all about perspective and where you buy it. I've made a lot of money on XRP over the last 3 years, so I can't say that it's a waste of money or a waste of time, for the fact that in 21 I turned 3,500 into like 16 grand through the investments, most of it XRP, and then just buying it in 23, selling it very quickly for like a 30% profit, if not more. It might have even been like 50, and then buying it again in 23 at 34 cents, and now just letting it do what it needs to do and being able to be in this kind of a position. I can't hate it. I can't hate it. I can understand if some are if some bought it in the wrong moments, or they listened to some who said that it was going to go to 10,000 overnight. I understand that. But if you are doing it through the accumulation route like we are, there's a lot of optimism here. So tokenization innovators, Meld Gold partnered with Ripple, a U.S. fintech decacorn. As a result of the partnership, Meld Gold will release 2 new stable coins. And this isn't bullshit, everybody, and conjecture and speculation. We speculated 3 years ago that this would happen on the ledger. We're getting our end result here now. So I keep saying 24 is a beautiful year of accumulation, and 23, but 25, it could be too late. We don't know where we're going to sit in 25. Just keep buying it on the way down is my advice from here on down. Anything 2 for $1 or more, you buy it on the way down. I was fortunate to get around 3 for $1 when I first started. But I've been capitalizing on these areas as well with the XRP Bitcoin separation. As a result of the partnership, let me read this again. Meld Gold will release 2 new stablecoins on XRP Ledger, backed by gold and silver, respectively. Each token will represent 1 gram of the precious metal held by leading custody providers MKS, PAMP, and Imperial Vaults, an official statement says. So this is from Meld Gold's official X account. So the time has come. Meld Gold is coming to XRP Ledger, XRPL. Learn more about the pioneering step to launch physical RWAs, which is a real-world asset, on the XRP Ledger. And this is something I've been telling people for years was coming. I've heard a lot of nonsense and negativity, but that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. We want the bullshit. We want the nonsense. We want cheap prices for the accumulation. Don't be mad. This was never a short-term prospect. And I said in 2021, this is a very long game, and the end game isn't even until 28. How many times have I said that? It's just starting in 25, it gets a little bit nicer, and a little bit more of a perspective starts to form. That doesn't mean it can't go down. It just means that you're going to see a lot of the, especially with Basel 3 and 4 implementation as well, you're going to start to see all of this take effect more towards the mid to late 25, as we know. In 2028, the last financial institution / bank can use the old HTML framework of Swift, and they have to use the ISO framework. They can't just do a 75-25 split as it is in 28. By the end of it, you have to. I just buy and hold to worry that one day might not be able to buy XRP but can sell. Absolutely. What is your price target, by the way, friend? So let's continue reading this real quick. It says 1 of 5. What is going on here? I would like to see the rest of this, Mel Gold. I want to see the rest of this news. No, I'm already on. Oh, wait a minute. I am not. I'm on it through the website. I'm not signed in. So let me go to Meld Gold real quick, because I would like to read the rest of that. And then we will continue to read through this. And the reason I love doing these lives like this, and why I missed it when my son was hospitalized for 8 nights, is because I just believe we're doing a vital service here. I believe what we're doing here, it's imperative. And I started doing this because I wanted everybody to see the truth about crypto. I wanted everybody to see about the truth about the longevity it would take even with XRP and the reality of where we were going to go. I was going for 20. Yeah, so $10 isn't the end all be all. I've said many times before, and I guess I should have illustrated it better, but I expect us at $10. And the reason why that's a big number, think about it. If you buy it where we have it 35 or 50 cents, and let's just say it goes $10. We'll do it from the 50-cent perspective. Every $5 is a 10x. So if it goes from 10 to 20, somebody's going to make 100%, right? But for us, from 10 to $20, if we get into that price movement, and once you do, it works quick in the upper direction, but a move from 10 to $20, some it'll be 100% move and they're going to be thrilled. If you bought it at 50 cents like today, it's 2 for $1 plus. That means for a move like that where most are making 100% because they're not going to be in it for long term, that means for you, you're making, and I'm not joking, it would be a 20x. You would 20x that move just from $10 to $20. So you're making 20 times more on the move than somebody who just buys it at 10 cents. Now, if you bought somewhere I did at 34 and then started building it as well on more of it, you have an even lower. But what I'm saying is that's when real money is made. That is when real money is made, and I fully expect there's so many people trapped at $3.65 on XRP from 2017, 2018 on that way up. You still got a lot of exit liquidity up there, even if they do move it up one more time and then it gets rejected. It's just such an opportunity here. And I'm going to go over the XRP addresses with over 1 million from Sentiment Data. But the fact that so many are holding over 1 million, a record amount, they're expecting some kind of appreciation. Retail has the least amount they've owned in quite some time. I would dare speculate probably on the verge of ever, as they're selling out at an alarming rate. So why XRP Ledger? As a decentralized layer 1 blockchain for reliability and stability in tokenizing and exchanging crypto native and real world assets, the XRP Ledger offers institutional grade functionality and built-in features to enable secure, efficient, and scalable financial services and use case. What will Meld Gold launch? Gold and silver tokens will go live on XRP Ledger in Q3, combining the world's oldest currency with the reliability, utility, and accessibility offered by XRP Ledger. The Meld Gold team will continue driving physical, real-world assets innovation into a multi-chain future. How many remember us talking about this 3 years ago, that this was coming to the Ledger and it would be here near 25? I've said this over and over and over. The closer we get to 25, the more of this you see. And the more of this you see, the more liquidity that's going to be garnered here. This is absolutely just breathtaking to me. To combine the two things I love most on this planet, XRP and precious metals, as far as what I like to acquire, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Your goal is 40,000 to accumulate 40,000 XRP. If that's what you're saying, I love that. I'm up over 22,000 right now, so I'm well on my way. integrating XRPL as the second block. And I'm XRP future millionaire. And if I got to carry this damn token on my back in the community, I will. Because when everybody's afraid to accumulate, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never been less afraid to accumulate. I've never been less afraid to accumulate this token than now. With the understanding we could go down to 39 cents and retest that uptrend that's been for 80 months. And I would love it all the way down. I'm going to love this all the way to the bottom. And we could be closer than anybody even expects. So integrating the XRP Ledger as the second blockchain alongside Algorand at the Algorand Foundation. And this is why XRP, the 3X, is XRP, XLM, XDC. But also remember the Internet of Things tokens, Algo, is not technically an Internet of Things, but it is part of this new tokenization where they're not just going to bring in gold and silver onto their own version of the ledger, but they're also bringing in where they're going to be helping universal governments have this as a form of payment. And Algorand's already partnered with many different countries. So that's a very big one. HBAR is a big one. Hedera is such a big one as well. They just got some fake news when somebody was overzealously saying the steps of their partnership. And I can't even think of it now for some reason. I know somebody will say it. But anyhow, Algorand Foundations is another step towards delivering unmatched access to assets such as gold and silver with industry-leading technologies. So this is very, very, very interesting. So let's learn some more, ladies and gentlemen. So Meld Gold to launch on the XRP Ledger. And I hope you stick around while I read this. There's 80 people here, 79 likes. If I only had 80 people here every single time I went live, it would be beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful to see so many of you have shown up despite a struggle in crypto. This is absolutely unbelievable and why I do what I do. You all are my MVPs and don't even know it. Meld Gold and Ripple are partnering to bring RWAs to the XRP Ledger, delivering one of the world's oldest currencies using one of the world's most reliable blockchains. This collaboration aims to deliver greater access, utility, and efficiency to RWAs by offering institutional-grade functionality and built-in features to enable secure. I love you too, make XRP great again. I love you all as well. I really am. I really am. RWAs by offering institutional-grade functionality and built-in features to enable secure, efficient, and scalable financial services and use cases. He says, I got a new investor yesterday when I had lunch with them explaining the new financial system. Excellent, Heath. And let them know this time to accumulate over time, they can literally do 50 bucks a week. They could do 100 bucks a week. And that's 400 bucks a month, and they're going to have time to do this. It makes me very happy to know this, that we are able to do this, even if we don't have a lot of money. Most of my audience probably has less than $1,000 to invest. And that's why I'm here. I started with less than $200 investing back in the day. And now it's branched into different things due to dedication. It didn't happen overnight. I'm not a trader who looks for something to happen in day one. I'll be very upfront if I think it's going to be a quick trade, but there is no means this is anywhere close to it. XRP Ledger is a decentralized layer 1 blockchain renowned for its decade-long reliability and stability in tokenizing and exchanging crypto-native and real-world assets. This collaboration aims to deliver greater access, utility, and efficiency to RWAs and that's real-world assets if you don't know, by offering institutional-grade functionality and built-in features to enable secure, efficient, and scalable financial services and use cases. It will also offer businesses and developers building on XRPL opportunities to integrate Meld assets and offer utility to the inevitable flow of users looking for better ways to own and interact with RWAs. So what and when? Meld Gold initial integration will deliver fungible gold and silver assets on XRP Ledger in Q3. So if you haven't heard this breaking news in the last day or so, this is not bullshit anymore. This is not speculation and conjecture. This is for real. This is for real. I love you too, XRPLFG. Let's fucking go, man. I love you too, my friend. So gold, 1 token. So if you own this, it's not 1 ounce of gold per token. So 1 token would be redeemable. Remember this. If it's on the ledger and they're doing it like this, you would be able to sell it out for real gold and silver. So 1 token would equal 1 gram. So you would have to have about 32 tokens to equal, what is that, about 1 ounce of gold. I believe there's just over 32 grams in an ounce of gold. If I'm wrong, please somebody let me know. My math could be off right now as I'm my mind's spinning. But 1 token equals 1 gram of gold, redeemable for gold bullion. 1 token equals 1 gram of silver redeemable for silver bullion. So the ledger would bring this through the partnership with MELD Gold to be able to redeem real world assets. Now I think it's a little over 29 for a troy ounce. I mean, a troy ounce. Actually, let me see. A troy ounce of gold in grams. Sorry, I should have said a troy ounce. I'm sorry. I think it's close to like 32 and a half, 33, 32, 9. I don't know what it is. 1 troy ounce equals 31.105 grams. So you would need to hold 31. Thank you very much, Trading with J-Rod. Everybody, we will cut the middle. Yeah, a true ounce is 28.3. But when you talk about an ounce of gold, it's actually a troy ounce. So you're getting more than 28. You get 31.1035 grams. So you'd have to buy 31.1 ounces, or 31.1 grams of gold. So 31.1 tokens would equal 1 ounce of gold. So just remember that. And then for silver, I think it's pretty close. Silver, the ounce is 28.35 for an ounce. But there is 31, because it's still a troy ounce, there's 31.1 ounces. So you need 31.1 tokens to equal 1 gram of silver and 1 gram of gold. They're going to be priced different, obviously, weighted to gold and silver. But this is huge. This is probably the biggest news we've ever seen on the ledger. Forget the stable coin. This is, to me, much bigger news than the stable coin. And this does not get a lot of airtime at all. So minimize trust for digital ownership. And I'm spending a hell of a lot of time on this. MELD Gold works closely with precious metals and alternative physical asset industries to deliver the infrastructure needed to bring a range of asset on-chain. With live accountability of metal held and its location, MELD Gold promises to deliver greater transparency in Q3. Additional upgrades will follow, including the first implementation of patent-pending work on minimized trust systems for connecting physical items to the blockchain. Utilizing blockchain technology offers significant advantages such as immediate global accessibility, simple and secure ownership, accountability and standardized data rails for interoperability and velocity. A key component often overlooked is how the assets are connected to the blockchain and precisely how they are accounted for. Precious metals, being physical assets, always require trust, but minimizing this is only the required level is crucial. MELD Gold subject matter. And that's, if you have relaxation, I encourage you to join me if it's legal where you're at, as it is in the great state of Michigan now for the last several years. This has changed my life since I broke my back and when I was 23, 17 years ago. So our teams of industry experts has, Julie, they announced on the XRP Ledger through MELD Gold, they're going to be bringing real-world assets, tokenized gold and silver, and each token's worth about 1 gram of gold. So you can buy 31 tokens, and you'd have 1 ounce of gold they could deliver to you, or silver.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and this is something I've been predicting since 21, and it's just finally starting to play out. Our team of industry, I'm very excited about this. Our team of industry experts has deep experience in every component of the supply chain, from origination, certification, and logistics to storage and insurance. Our passion for disrupting and advancing digital ownership is ideal for the coming real-world asset revolution. And it is going to be a huge revolution as we shift back to a gold-backed standard in many ways. This is the industry, delivering the system only they could design to bring the physical world on-chain. Michael Cotton, MELD Gold CEO. So leveraging XRP Ledger for real-world assets DeFi capabilities. MELD Gold's integration with XRPL aims to help grow the XRPL DeFi ecosystem, offering the world's most accepted and largest cap assets on-chain. Sean Crothers, welcome in, my main man from Maine. Monster Live says, I live in Illinois and I drive to Michigan just for the weed. Shit is fire and cheap. Yeah, if you find the right stuff, it is real fire. And you can get it dirt cheap here. They opened up way too many dispensaries and had too many small growers that they put out of business. So you can get fire for like $100 an ounce. I mean, real fire now. Even 80 bucks an ounce, a lot of times you can find it. Back in the day, the same shit would be 400 or 500. So by on-ramping essential liquidity, how many of you are as excited about this as I am? Obviously not all of you, because some people are leaving, but I am so excited. You get 70 ounces, damn. I wish I lived near you. Sean, did you hear about this though? This is confirmed through Meld Gold that they're tokenizing gold and silver on the XRP Ledger starting in Q3 at some point in 24. So utility is a key driver for digitization. With XRP Ledger offering reliability and trust combined with expanded capabilities, the Meld Gold team will focus on driving new and innovative ways to use assets. To keep updated, make sure to follow us, and you can follow on at meld.gold, which I will. And now I want to go over what Meld Gold is. This is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Meld Gold is a leading technology company focused on delivering minimized trust systems for merging the physical and digital worlds. Yes, it is dirty dozens. It is massive. And Heath, it could make the stablecoin rip for XRP. It could. I mean, it's all lining up at the exact same time. Stablecoin Q3, Q4 of 24. And now this. Big amounts of liquidity are going to pour into the ledger. So for merging the physical and digital worlds, it works closely with traditional physical asset industries and develops its proprietary technology to provide seamless access to efficient ownership and digital utilization of physical assets. Gold and silver are the first assets available. Meld supports the entire precious metal supply chain by offering a safe, secure, and stable platform relied upon by investors and industry partners. So I highly encourage you to become a part of XRP now and build into it if you haven't. Look in the video description below and or pinned comments. We've got BITUNIX there. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the US. You can use it worldwide. No VPN needed. And you don't need to feel like a criminal. Compared to trading on Uphold, you'll get almost, it was about 500 additional XRP for $4,000 for the same purchase. As there was a $280 fee each way on Uphold. As to where it's $1.50 each way on BITUNIX. So take advantage of that. Try to build more money into your position. And it's an exchange that I trust wholeheartedly along with MEXC. It's just MEXC, if you're not a new user in the USA, you can't use it. So look in the video description below and or pinned comments for BITUNIX. I am telling you this as your friend, not because there's anything in it for me. I don't share any specialized link. I don't share any kind of specialized nonsense. I just want you to be able to trade for the cheapest possible amount. For the cheapest possible amount, they have USDC and USDT you can trade in, so you don't have to keep it in Tether. You can put it in United States digital currency. And on MEXC, that's also in the video description below and or pinned comments. But that's where I trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing. A lot of people choose to trade Pikamoon on there, which is getting close to where I have targeted. As I thought it was going to come down to a bunch of zeros and a 6, which it's very close to now, as it's cut by about 3/4. So just pay attention to those options. The XRP Ledger is decentralized layer 1 blockchain renowned for its decade-long reliability and stability in tokenizing and exchange crypto native and real-world assets. Designed to support businesses and builders, it is powered by XRP, a cryptocurrency purpose built for payments, trusted by over 1,000 visionary builders and businesses worldwide. The XRP Ledger, offers institutional-grade functionality and built-in features to enable secure, efficient, and scalable financial services and use cases. The XRP Ledger is more than just a blockchain. It's a global developer community dedicated to transforming future business solutions. Learn more and build your business with confidence at XRPL.org. And I have many more updates that will continue to talk more about this in lives. But we do have to move on now because it's been 53 minutes. There is no way we've already been live for 54 minutes now. Is that for real? Oh my God. That is unbelievable. We still got more reading. That is unbelievable. As I did want to read this. As Ripple XRP hits millionaire address record, could it signal a turnaround? John Patak, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. I think that's the 4th donation I've received during this live. That's incredible. That's incredible. To see so many of you sending your hard-earned money as a donation to pay it forward is just absolutely, it's inspiring. It's inspiring. It makes you feel a certain kind of way when someone's sending you their hard-earned money for the work you're doing that you self-taught yourself. I can't even describe the motivation I get when I see people do things like that. They're just seeing you guys show up to the live. Or just seeing the fact there's 80 people and 91 likes, which means even when someone was coming in, they're hitting the like button before they leave. Which means the world to me. It really does. T knows you're doing a live outside. He keeps trying to go outside, but it's too cold and rainy. Yeah, I would have him come outside too, my love. It's just, like you said, it's cold and rainy. At least your suggestion of doing this, Julie, underneath the umbrella, it's actually working very nicely. I've only got a little wet, but not much. And it's actually, I might have to start doing my updates like this because I can sit down. And you're right, my back doesn't hurt as much from standing, and I probably should have listened to you sooner. But also, thank you for being part of Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moonbat. Oh, he's in the utility room? Oh, the door's shut right there, so I can't see him. So he does know I'm doing this. Well, tell him I'm almost done, my love. I'll be done in a few minutes, I promise. So, Ripple XRP hits millionaire address record. Could it signal a turnaround? So somebody mentioned earlier in this live that the addresses under that have 5,000, it's the majority of people have 5,000 or left tokens. He's listening to my TikToks. Yes, he loves those so much. The short videos. Makes me so happy that he does. He says Palladium's going to be amazing on XRPL. It sure is. I don't have any Palladium as I tried to buy it, but it was always out of stock. I did buy a little bit of Platinum. About 2 ounces worth. May, September shine like gold in December was some sort of coded message a long time ago. It sure was. It sure was. And the one who said about the holders of 5,000 or less dominating XRP holders, it's so true. 20,000 or more, there's about 280,000 addresses, which I'm one of them. I'm very proud of that. But then when you look at over 1 million, it's reached a record of over 2,000 people have 2 million or more tokens. To put that in perspective, at 1 million tokens by 2,000 addresses is 2 billion tokens. And we know that some of them own 10, 20, 30 million tokens, if not more. So despite what has been a rather disappointing year thus far, Ripple XRP has officially reached the millionaire address record. Indeed, sentiment data shows that the number of addresses that hold 1 million XRP has reached more than 2,000 addresses, or addressees, which indicates an all-time high in the metric for the asset. So why are whales pouring in so many? Why are so many whales now a record amount holding more than 1 million tokens? It's not a coincidence, and that's such a large amount of money that every time it goes down a little bit, they're losing a lot of money. So they're looking for appreciation. Substantial appreciation. XRP has certainly struggled as it has been stuck between the 50 and 52 cent for the last several months. Moreover, it has been unable to develop any notable momentum despite the digital asset market's prominence so far in 2024. Subsequently, many investors are pondering if the millionaire addresses could indicate an impending and long-awaited turnaround. So Ripple 2,000 XRP millionaires is a new record. The cryptocurrency industry has seemingly dominated the finance sector so far this year, with 2 crypto-based ETFs getting regulatory approval in the last 5 months. There has been growing interest in the market as a whole. However, that has not benefited every token. One asset that has certainly struggled in its price is Ripple, and I couldn't be happier that it's struggling. I've been able to accumulate 2.2 times more than I had planned. And I cannot even stress how happy I am right now. And how continuing happy I am every single day I'm able to buy more through the pairing with where it's at. At the end of the week, the asset plummeted to 48 cents on Friday. Along with an overall market downturn, indeed it dropped as much as 7% according to CoinMarketCap data. However, there is some hope present in recent metrics regarding the most ardent XRP holder. Ripple has reached an all-time high in XRP millionaire addresses. According to data, indeed, this indicates that there have never been this many wallets that hold at least 1 million of the XRP tokens. However, the question is whether or not a bullish rally could ensure the growth of this metric. There is little optimism among investors and among many considering the asset's recent stagnation. Moreover, there is the expectation that it could remain this way until Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) settle their years-long lawsuit. Until then, many expect the asset to fail in its attempt to break through 50-cent level. However, only time will tell if this is the case or if at any moment can be gathered for the asset and its investors. So that's all I'm going to read here this evening. We're to an hour. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're paying attention to if we have a drop down to try to double bottom on XRP at 47 0.8 cents would be a beautiful spot if it wants to double bottom. But if we look at it just in the sense of the daily, it's hard to see it. But if you look at it smaller time frames, you can see, actually the 30-minute is where we have to go to see that. In the 30-minute, you can see the pullback there. And it did touch 478 before pushing up. So now you're looking for an area of a hold around the 478 mark. Now it could hold higher, but that's just a reasonable or a way that should be, you know, an area of opportunity. 30 Dozen said May, September, shine like gold in December in some sort of coded message. Yes, indeed, I agree with that. He says, which means that a supply crisis for XRP will drive price through the roof. Yes, Heath, indeed. You're welcome, JW. You're welcome. Juju says it looks like a foot. It kind of does. It kind of does. What we want to see, Julie, or Juju, we want to see this play off like this in a bull flag. Because then it would be kind of like a bear flag, bull flag setup, and we've seen this many times. Then if it breaks to the top, you could see it move almost up to that 57. It would at least touch this point we're waiting for, a rejection if it happens. And you're going to get a catalyst here if it can hold no worse than 47.8 cents. If it comes down here, it can still happen, but it would invalidate that, and it would be a W reversal at best. So just consider that. And that's on the cup and handle formation, so we need to get back over that, and it would be nice to get back over it before the weekly candle closes tomorrow, and that's in about 1 day and 1 hour. So it's been my privilege, my honor to bring you this live. I thank you for over the 100 likes. I thank everybody and there's another donation. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for the $5 donation, Blue 5. It says, like the live show, keep up the work. I absolutely just cherish everybody who likes the lives. I really do. I really, really do. I do this for a reason every day, whether the price is up or down, left or right, side to side, you know, a showstopper or a ball breaker. I come here with the testicular fortitude every single day because I believe that it's what needs to happen. Tom, I have adjusted my portfolio and loaded up on Theta. I may focus on 2 or 3 assets at once. Excellent, Sean. Excellent. In the next live, we'll cover Theta. Well, I'll start looking at Theta again as well. I know you did incredible on Turbo, so hopefully you're able to take some of those profits. As I believe you could have 40 bagged from where you were at, so hopefully you were able to capitalize on that. Thank you, everybody, but I got to go. I want to go deal with my son and Julie because it's about to be time for his next feeding. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will be back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for sure. For sure. Wow, he turned in. Thank you so much for the $9.99 donation, your 3rd ever YouTube Super Chat. It's almost like I don't want to leave. It's almost like I don't want to leave, so I won't for a second. Because of those last 2 donations, we're going to go through this reading as well because it's important. XRP price enters danger zone after 14% crash. Here's what to expect. And I often say, oftentimes, the audience is back and forth with me, leads me here for over an hour quite often. XRP price tumbled by more than 14% on June 7th, reaching a 50-day low of, of 45 cents. And thank you so much, JIOV. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, indeed, Sean. Yes, it was nice. It wasn't it. The XRP price crash was triggered by widespread liquidations in the derivatives market. Long traders have rapidly applied $15 million worth of leverage on long positions to avert further downside. And I'll have to come back on later because I'm going to do an update with just this reading. I'm going to do an update with this reading and a little bit with XRP and a little bit later, a couple hours from now. XRP price tumbled 14% on June 7th, reaching a 50-day low of 45 cents. Bull traders backing the Ripple-issued coin appears to have mounted new leveraged long positions to avert further downside. And remember, Ripple moved 150 to 200 million total. It's a little bit of a disparity in the number yesterday as well. So XRP price tumbled 5% amid crypto market correction. After an optimistic start to the month, the global crypto market abruptly entered a consolidation phase on June 7th. The pullback came as a result of disappointing figures observed on the latest XRP investors report released by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics on Friday. The surge in U.S. jobs now means that a rate cut is unlikely, which I disagree with that. For the next FOMC, well, maybe not in the next meeting, but those numbers were fudged. They were not even truthful. There's no way we created 262,000 jobs, just my opinion. Mirroring the broader crypto markets, XRP investors' reaction to the disappointing NFP data was negative. After a blistering 5% surge at the start of the week, XRP price has raced to a weekly time frame peak of 53 cents by June 5th. However, all of that growth was erased after the NFP report hit the newsreels on Friday, June 7th. As depicted in the red shaded area of the chart above, XRP experienced a major 14% crash as it fell from 53 to a 50-day low of 45 cents. While XRP price has reclaimed the 50-cent territory, it's at about 49.7 right now. The dominant market sentiment still appears firmly bearish. Dirty Dozen says we possibly did, but they are counting the full-time job. Yeah, that's true. They are recounting the jobs that they had removed before. So from that perspective, you are on the money. So I'm glad that you offered that perspective, because that is absolutely true, and I could have been a little harsh in how I said it. So I appreciate that bit of info that you gave everybody, because everybody needs to know the truth as well. You know, not just some view. CoinGlass liquidations chart below tracks the value of futures active contracts liquidated or closed during a given period. Higher long liquidations occur when there's rapid price downsizing in the spot markets and vice versa. And I do a lot of research to bring the proper news stuff that I can. And I try to bring facts and not just some asshole saying we're going up 65,000%. I like to use the sentiment data and the derivatives data and the open interest numbers and things like that so we can get an accurate depiction. This is a way we can be a winner and not a victim, because we get the information. As seen in the chart above, XRP derivatives traders suffered 6.9 million liquidations on June 7th. Long traders took the worst hit with over 6.6 million long positions liquidated against the 231,840 shorts contracts closed. This shows how that 14% XRP price downside observed on June 7th may have been exuberated by the long squeeze triggered in the derivatives market. However, as the dust settles, we have seen efforts by XRP bulls to mount new covering positions to halt the price. XRP price forecast as bulls mount 14 million of support. XRP price has reclaimed the 50 cent. Right now it's at 49.3 cents. While the bears are still dominant, XRP bull traders have now mounted new long positions worth 13 million to keep price above 45 cents. And these are just the XRP exchange liquidation map, which I'm going to save this. And I'm going to show this later again so everybody can see. Whoops. But that was just on some of the exchanges. Oh, I gotta love when this happens. Gotta love when this happens. So we'll just do this real quick. So we had 3 maps. We understand we have 3 maps. So it won't let me go back here. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I guess we're just going to have to refresh this. When in doubt, hit refresh, right? Because we got to read the rest of this. So as seen below, bulls have listed 13.85 million cumulative long positions around the current prices, with over 25 million worth of short positions in play. Hey, thank you very much for that, Dirty Dozen. I appreciate that about being amazing. I really do. Current price with over 25 million worth of short positions in play. Bears are evidently in control of the short-term market momentum. Considering that majority of these positions could be liquidated if prices fall below the 45-cent level, it shows strong intent from XRP bulls to fight back. If that 13.9 million support holds firmly, XRP traders can anticipate a safe consolidation within the 47 to 51 channel in the days to come. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this update before you leave. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the over 21,600 subscribers. Every time I say that, I just can't believe there's so many people subscribed to this channel. And don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And keep it in perspective. Don't forget where we're at in this moment in history. If you're looking to trade XRP, look in the video description below and or pinned comments. There's BITUNIX, or if you prefer MEXC across the globe, look there as well. Consider sending 1 YouTube super chat per month, or joining Tom's Army and getting the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. It'd be awesome to see new members. But I'm going to leave you with this message. Help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what is really the point in this journey to 2028 and beyond? By helping just one person every day, you help to grow through that person, and they can help one person. And before you know it, we have a whole world of helpers. That's why I love this community. It's taken 3 years to get to where we're at, but we've got a very loyal, dedicated, and helpful community that's very positive, and I greatly appreciate it. Have a blessed evening, everybody. You mean the world to me. You